man. Street Stars. We in here with Fat Pimp, man.
Finally.
Man, for those that don't know, man, how'd you get the name Fat Pimp?
I was going to Duncanville High School. It's my 9th, 10th grade. I think it was my 9th or 10th grade year. And we was beating on the table in history class. And one of the girls that got it went to the pencil sharpener. And, I turned around and started rapping about her, about me macking her down. My little homegirl April was like, man, what you think you is, a fat pimp or something? Everybody started laughing. I kind of took it as like, yo, like that was the sign from God. Like, yo, Fat Pimp was the name. So lunchtime, we start freestyling again. I kind of threw it out there every time I rap, it's the Fat Pimp, something. It's the Fat Pimp. And kind of people started saying like, oh, Fat Pimp, Fat Pimp. And then all through high school, that was the nickname. My mama already called me Fat anyway. Then when I got to college, first time we had a talent show, they're like, what's your name? I said, Fat Pimp. And the response that I got, people kind of either laughed or they was like, yo, that was catchy. So I stuck with it.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
With that said, for those who don't know who Fat Pimp is and what he does, go ahead and let the people know what it is you do, man.
Fat Pimp, rapper / producer / womanizer. I be all in your girl DMs. But nah, man, Fat Pimp just started out being a producer around Dallas and Houston. Tum Big Tuck, they gave me my first shot on Big Tuck's Polar Bear mixtape. I did the Flosser single. And from then on, I just was making beats, trying to rap. Nothing really stuck. And then till one day, we sitting outside of Rack Daddy's right there on Camp Wisdom, Cockrell Hill. And they was out there, doing a little dance. And, I didn't, at the time, I was living in Houston, so I didn't know if it was a name for it or not. But I told my partner Roddy, like, hey, man, we're going to call that Rack Daddy, just being funny. So I got back to school, made the beat. I didn't even have the verses on it, and we was hosting some step show or something in Houston, and the DJ played the beat for me. We was talking about, do the Rack Daddy, yeah, the Rack, just kind of was playing with it. And nobody knew what to do, but everybody was just kind of, doing their shoulders, and we went back, made the song, and next thing you know, it just, it took about a year and a half for the song to really just blow. But it took off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I just see that, the song just passed 1 million on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Almost going on a decade now, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely history.
Damn.
So
You making me feel old now.
I'm saying, that's real though. That's real, man. Yeah. That's putting your foot in the game, man. But with that said, it's like, how has like life changed? I mean, how would you like compare life before Rack Daddy came out compared to after,
Before Rack Daddy, man, life was really stress-free because I didn't really have expectations in life. I could go to the corner store with a wife beater on, some house shoes, and had no problems. Or I never was beefing with none of my partners. I didn't have people calling my phone asking for money. It's like when you start doing that music, you step into a different world. You step into like the limelight. Everybody got phones now. They taking pictures of. Before Rack Daddy, I had a job. I ain't had a job since then. But it was still stress-free. It's like the music just brings on fun and money, but at the same time, man, it's like the yin and the yang. It's like the good and the bad, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world.
Seeing songs like, the Atlanta movement, like the Nay Nay, hit the Quan, all shit like that. You think the Dallas Boogie movement had most of the influence on songs like that?
Yes, all of it. I don't care what song you name, they had a dance to it. Nay Nay, Whip, all that stuff started from Dallas, bro. For me, my era, like we was going to the club, we had Jamie's, we had Steppers, Rhythm City, all that. We would go to the club, it wasn't no name for those dances, man. It'd be somebody from the clip just in the middle of the club just doing something. You just knew he could do that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Dante. Dante used to do all them dances, man. Like before the Stanky Leg was a Stanky Leg, Dante was doing that. Had a pair of leather shorts on, you know what I'm saying, some J's, he was out there doing it. And it's just that Dallas was one of them cities where we didn't need a name for it, and then we didn't like embracing, the dancing part of it. But it is what it is. All that stuff came from Dallas. A lot of the songs that's out there right now, I hear people kind of got that Young Nation flow now, and I heard that's all that comes from DF Dub, bro.
Yeah.
It's just we just gotta start taking ownership when it's here and we got it bubbling, we gotta like push it to the forefront instead of letting people come down instead of swag and then going back to where they from, making $1 million off of. That's the same thing happened with the Teach Me How to Dougie.
Exactly.
That started right here, but we didn't embrace that. We didn't get mad till, California took it. But
So, hey, like with that said, do you think like the whole Dallas boogie movement that, you know what I'm saying, Lil Will, you know, yourself put on as far as the dance, you know, the dance and bringing that whole atmosphere to Dallas, do you think that helped or like hurt the Dallas music culture, you know what I'm saying? Because that was like they kind of categorized us like just that, you know what I'm saying?
the thing about it is this, man. I think it helped Dallas, and the reason why I say that is that's when the record labels were down here trying to sign artists. That's when record labels were calling DJs to say who's the hottest artist out there, what's the hot song out there. It didn't necessarily didn't have to be a dance record. If it was just a banging song, they was gonna come down here and sign you. It was a lot of people that got signed that never really came out. And I can give you a list of at least 15 artists that I know in Dallas that had record deals but never got that single release. It wasn't just dance music. The only people I hear really complaining about Dallas Boogie is a lot of man rappers that never really had no success. You know, if the Boogie wouldn't have been here, you would still be complaining. Look at Dallas right now. People sit up and complain when they see Say Cheese do the top 20 artists in Dallas. They start complaining. Like, why you in your feelings, man? If you was handling your business, you wouldn't have no time to be sitting around complaining, man.
That's
You know, I say get out there and quit complaining, man. Get your money up, man.
That's real, man. Yeah, with that said, you know what I'm saying, congratulations, because, you know, we know you just signed a deal with the Dirty Water, you know what I'm saying, going down. And are you able to talk about the deal a little bit?
Yeah. Man, basically right now, I'm signed with Dirty Water Music Group / Empire Distribution. Empire got a lot of artists they're distributing right now. Management through CKB, that's Ricky Booker. Ricky Booker was responsible for putting on B-Hamp when B-Hamp was real hot. He was one that basically molded his career and put him on. But basically how the situation came about, I was camped out in LA for most of the summer. Man, I was just out there working, just trying to meet new people, trying to see who I could see, get plugged in. And I ran into these producers out there, this dude named Maine and Carr. And we did a couple records out there. And Rick called me and was like, yo, man, I got somebody that want to sign you. And I'm thinking, like, I ain't really trying to hear it because every major label you can think of done called offering deals or say they was going to come with a deal. None ever came through. But he told me, yo, you need to fly back to Dallas. So I flew back to Dallas, sat down with him, and he kind of explained to me what the situation was going to be. I was going to have creative control. I was going to finally have a budget that I need to push these singles. Because every single year, I would have a single that would be on the radio, but if I was being mixed show, it would never leave Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana. It was always in the same area every time. Well, now I have a label where if I want to drop this type of single, and it might not be a club record, I got the money and the budget, to go ahead and shoot the video, do the campaign, go city to city and promote it. So signed with Dirty Water, and I told somebody, I said, hey, man, that was the blessing for me, and I want to be a blessing for everybody else around Dallas-Fort Worth. So what I've been trying to do is get the hot talent, the young talent, not just the hot talent, but the young talent, and just link us all up. I went and reached out to Trey Ward, got him signed. He's only 18, and I finally got Ronnie on the same label. Ronnie's somebody I've been, even though he's younger than me, I look up to him. We done been on the road together, and I just seen his energy, his drive, and he knows what it's like to have a hot song and then somebody try to take your song. You dig what I'm saying? So we've been through the same struggle, so it feel good to have him on the same squad right now.
Real shit. How much are you involved in your production now lately? I remember you used to make all the beats.
Yeah. I started out doing the Rack Daddy. I'm getting money, rolling off X, all those records, but I got lazy. I got real lazy because once you start having hot records, people always tweeting you, what's your email? I got some beats for you. I was dealing with June James down there in Houston, Mr. Lee, Will Strumento out of Fort Worth. But as of now, I jumped back on the beats maybe like a month ago because I'm starting to get into it with a lot of these producers, man. They don't want to send track outs, and it's like they want money plus the publish, and I'm like, man, a lot of these producers just don't really know the business, man. So if I could start making beats every day again, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. Other than that, man, but shout out to Mike W, man, because Mike W, he did most of my mixtape, and Jay White. So other than that, man, I'm back on my own beats.
Definitely. It's like I know you were just saying, of course, having a label to be able to push, do videos and kind of push a little better. You just got off the video with Yeah. It looked like a fun shoot, you know what I'm saying? Tell us about how that shoot went, you know what I'm saying? It looked fun as hell.
Man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I had released a while back when I was on tour with YG. And it's funny how certain records just don't hit in Dallas. They just not a typical Dallas record that the club gonna rock with, the DJ give you an excuse why they don't work. But I was out there in LA and my dude Andre, you know, he's from Dallas, but he was living out there. He's shooting videos and movies and stuff. And he was like, yo, might be that record to take you to the next level. And I'm thinking like, hell nah, man, you know, ain't nobody feeling it. He said, bro, let me shoot a little movie to it, man. Let me shoot a movie to it. So he got on Instagram, put his email address, told all the models, like, yo, hit us up, you know, come out to be refreshment served. Just made it real sexy for the women. Man, they responded. So, man, we got the women, found a location, and we went out there to the beach, bro. It was like 6 in the morning, bro. And we was out there from 6 in the morning till about like 8. And just imagine, like, you know, the sun in Texas is stupid hot, but LA is just beautiful, bro. Like, the wind was blowing, man, and we started shooting the video. And people from LA, that don't excite them. People just walking by, they didn't even look over there. Like the police,
day, you know what I'm saying?
We had the music real low, so the police wasn't messing. We ain't had no permits, no nothing, man. We was just out there thugging it. So it just felt good, man. We shot the video, LA, got back, showed the video to everybody at Dirty Water. They said they liked the video.
Yeah,
and it went on BET the beginning of December.
Yeah, seen that on BET.
And it's in Foot Lockers too. Like if you're in Foot Locker shopping, you might catch it up on the screen,
I mean,
man.
It just looks like a good video, you know what I'm saying?
It's clean too. That was the thing. That was the only argument I had with some people at the label. I was like, yo, they're like, yo, we want this. I was like, no. I want it real tasteful, man. My name is Fat Pimp, and that has like gave me a lot of problems. When I leave out the South, when I go on the East Coast, they don't really like that name too much. So I wanted something that if a white kid was listening to it in his room and his mama busted in and looked at the video, she wouldn't feel offended.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some of that white folk money.
Who ended up shooting that video for you?
Andre, my dude Andre Ladon.
Cool, yeah.
Amazing. He works with Drea, and it's these two pop artists out there in LA named Jack and Jack.
Okay.
These two white boys, man. When I say they the shit, like they overseas right now. They ain't been in America probably for the past 3 months. You look them up. If y'all watching, look up Jack and Jack. Yeah. And then y'all will be like, damn. And like I was staying with these dudes, man.
That's real.
In LA. Number white kids, man. Real. Young white kids. Turn up all night, man.
Real tough.
Yeah.
Hey, so with that said, you know what I'm saying, I know you've had much success, but you know, with the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, with the whole city on you, I know controversy comes as well, you know what I'm saying, with the good and the bad, you know what I'm saying, with success. How you kind of handle that in the past compared to how you handle it now? Just, you know.
A lot of woosah. And phone conversations with my manager. And I would just say this, man. Back in the day, when I first got on, it was just MySpace. It really had a Twitter and Instagram. You would get the hate, but you really wouldn't see it as much. And I just was one of them people back in the day where, like, you would send me a message hating on me, I would have sent my phone number, my address, like, pull up, and let's just box. But you got to understand, majority of people on the internet leaving you comments and spreading the rumors on you and stuff like that, it's like, they don't really mean that shit, man. It's just somebody doing it to be doing. I go to World Star now just to read the comments because I know people want to be negative. A lot of people hate their life, too, in general, so they just want to take that negative energy and throw it to you. So with me now, it don't bother me none, man. It's like, I look what would Jay-Z do? Right. You dig what I'm saying? What would Jay-Z do?
What would Jay-Z do?
Be honest, for real. What would Jay-Z do? Jay-Z don't address. I've never seen Jay-Z tweet nobody back. If Jay-Z don't get mad, you shouldn't get mad because that's the type of person you should aspire to be. Now, Pimp C is my idol. If Pimp C was living, I'm pretty sure he probably would have said something, but I just know at this time of my career, it's too late to be trying to beef for people, man, and get offended what's said in the streets, man. I just do me, man. One thing about being a man, you can't let how another person feel rattle you and let that be the reason you make a wrong decision. You know, because nowadays, man, everything's in the open, man, and anybody can touch you now, so you don't want to be dissing somebody online and you be at the stoplight and he pop you or something like that, man. Put it on World Star. Then put it on World Star, you man.
Since the rise of Fat Pimp, how's your relationship with like Dallas DJs now? Is it still the same, or you know?
I ain't gonna give you no politically correct answer. I'm gonna just be real with you. It's like half and half. You know, you got some that rock with me, you got some that don't rock with me, you got some that say they rock with me, but if I got a chick that I rock with that's in the club, she like, he ain't playing none of your music, so it's like, man, I don't know who to trust. It's like the ones that I rock with, they know who they are, and the ones that don't, It is what it is. I will say this. Everybody wouldn't be complaining about Dallas music getting played in the club if people was really still out here breaking these records. So instead of me complaining and getting on the internet bashing them, I keep it pushing, man. I go to other cities and rock with them DJs. I go to the hood spots and rock with the small DJs out here. I don't necessarily just have to rock with the big names out here because a lot of times you think you got a good relationship with somebody until you ask them to play your record. And they don't play your record, it goes from being business to personal. Yeah. So with me, man, I just keep it moving, man. I don't really try to make enemies with DJs or be friends. The ones that's my friends, I don't got to name drop them. They know what it is. If you talk to me on Christmas and throughout the year or when I'm going through it and you hit me up, then we rocking, man. If we don't hear from each other, it is what it is.
Yeah. So you feel like you need the DJs or you need the streets in this game? Do you feel like you need both, or how you feel about that?
I think it's different strokes for different folks. Let me elaborate. When you're an artist such as myself that makes majority of the music for the club, of course I need a DJ. But then you can have an artist where, like Currency, he don't make radio music. He don't need a DJ. He just needs his fan base. So it's like you have to learn how to pimp your own situation. I see a lot of dudes that make the real music and whatnot, but get mad because the DJ won't play it. At the end of the day, the DJ got one job at the end of the day. That's to play that music to rock that crowd. Right. If that song ain't rocking the crowd, you can't get mad because he ain't playing it. So what I tell those type of artists is, focus on your neighborhood. Once you focus on your neighborhood, focus on your hood. You know what I mean? Go get your family members on. You don't really need a DJ to play a street song. You know, you just have it hand in hand in the car like Yellow Beezy. All the strippers, all the little ratchet chicks that I know, and they post Instagram videos bumping Yellow Beezy, and he ain't getting no radio play. I don't hear him in the clubs other than the strip clubs. Right. So that's a perfect example where you don't really just need too many DJs to break you as an artist. You have to just look at yourself and figure out what works for you. Then I would say this: if you feel like you do need a DJ and your city not helping you, go to another city. Go to Austin. Go to San Antonio. Right. Go to Houston. It's to the point now where you can go to any major city, and just because you're from out of town, they'll listen to you. Believe it or not. Like, bro, I was in L.A., I got the cold shoulder maybe the first week just because I was in the popping clubs. You dig what I'm saying? And L.A. is, you can't say you act in Hollywood if you in Hollywood. You dig what I'm saying? But after the first week, I started getting introduced to people. Then they be like, yo, you that dude from Texas, right? I'm like, yeah. What song you got? Email it to me. And I was emailing them old records, you know, like Roll Me Up and Maserati. They was like, yo, this is a hit song. My whole point for saying all this is, man, it's like you just got to know when it's time to move around and find something that's going to help your situation. Because sitting around waiting on a DJ to make your career happen ain't going to happen.
Real talk,
You hold the own key to your success right now.
Real talk. And I know you had made mention about, of course, you know, the I'm Getting Money track. You know what I'm saying? That was hot. You know what I'm saying? You almost got, you know, something going off of that. You want to speak on that?
Yeah, man. This was a crazy situation because it was me and my brother on the record first. Then we put our partner Ray Pod on the record. And I was down there in Houston pushing Rag Daddy, and my brother and Ray was down here pushing I'm Getting Money. So a lot of record deals started coming about. Warner Brothers, Asylum, Atlantic, Universal, Def Jam, Koch before it was E1. And there was just a lot of deals on the table, and a lot of deals got moved to the side because of bad paperwork, you know what I mean? Like, Ray had people in his ear, I had people in my ear, and I'm at the point now we can't point fingers because me and him what we should have done from the jump was got paperwork between us. Because we'd have paperwork between us, we wouldn't have had other people with their hand in the cookie jar. You know, we missed out on $1 million deal. $1 million, bro.
Crazy.
$1 million, man. Damn. So you can imagine how the tension was when me and Ray started getting into it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, me and Ray was getting into it, but at the end of the day, man, me and Ray come up together, like, before the rap, before any drama, man. So we ironed everything out. We partners now, you know, back partners now, and
that's real talk. Yeah.
It was a tough 3 or 4 years, man.
I'm glad y'all
a tough 3 or 4 years, man, because we got a lot of pride, and you know we from Dallas, man. Something about Oak Cliff, bro. It's just the Oak Cliff pride, dog. You can't let shit go, and I think that's just what it was with us. But man, we good as hell now, man. And anybody out there that's got deals on the table, I try to reach out to them and tell them like, hey man, get your paperwork in order, get you a badass lawyer, because what you don't want to happen is get in front of them white folks and you say the wrong thing or agree to the wrong thing. Because I'm telling y'all, bro, you start out with a circle of 10 niggas, bro, and out of them 10 niggas, 8 of them niggas is going to turn on you, bro.
True.
For that dollar, man.
For that dollar, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I missed out my deal with Koch. They gave my deal to DeRoe. Yeah, that's square business, dog. I'm not lying, man. I had the same deal that DeRoe got at E1. That was my deal. Man. And the only reason I lost the deal because I'm listening to one of my partners saying, like, man, don't take the plane trip, bro, man. Fuck them, man. Fuck them. They ain't going to do nothing for you. Next thing you know, nigga shot the top, man. So
that's what happened, man. When everything comes around, man, you're going to catch a blessing. But, hey, for just a personal, you know what I'm saying, inquiry, as far as just, you know, hopping in the studio with Fat Pimp, what's a session like with, you know, in the studio with Fat Pimp, you know what I'm saying?
First things first, man. I'm not a heavy smoker, man. So I got to have the liquor on deck. I got to have that Hennessy. I got to have the Hennessy, man, at all times or some Patron. And with me in the studio, I'm one of them people, I try to keep the energy going. Play the beats, play the beats. If I hear a beat that I like, we start freestyling and try to come up with a hook. That way, at the end of the day, you'll know if it's a hit or miss when it comes to doing these songs. I know how to make these club records. It also helps, too, if you got some women in the studio, just so, like, if you come up with something and you see them girls, like bobbing their head or, hey, making all that noise, you be like, okay, we on to something. I try to lay a hook down. And if I can do a verse then, I'll do it. If not, I just say the hook, go on to the next record. But with me, studio time, I got to have positive energy in there, man. Nothing but positive energy, dog.
Real life, man. Real life street story. We gotta ask you this question. What's the
up,
craziest thing that happened to you with a fan?
With a fan?
Honesty.
You heard it all.
Just say, man. I think we was down there in Nacogdoches, bro. It was me, Roddy, and my old manager. We down there in Nacogdoches, and it was like these dudes, man. They ran up on us after the show. It was like, say, man, you know, my homegirl, my sister want to meet you. All right, cool. You know, we go meet them and whatnot. Next thing I know, they hug us. They so turned up because they meeting us. They was like, oh, so what y'all finna do? You know what I mean? We went back to the road, you know what I'm saying? We put it to you like this, man. It went down from like 2 in the morning, man, and like noon the next day, man. And then, you know, I'm thinking like when the dudes came to the room, they was chilling. They weren't mad because, you know, we was smashing their homegirls and nothing like that. They was just like, man, y'all some real niggas, man. Matter of fact, y'all want to come back to our hood or whatever. So we went to their hood with them for the whole day, man. We out there taking pictures, kissing babies and shit, man. So, you know. It's one of those situations where like, man, I usually don't condone going back to the room with random chicks, man. But that was one of them times when
It's that life,
you know, this back when ecstasy was rolling, man. You know, so we on by 2 of them, man. We ain't get no sleep, man. But that was a hell of a night, man.
Oh, that's real.
A hell of a night, man. Just taking turns, man. Just you know how it go.
Yeah, man. Real quick, man.
And I'm a freak too, so it went down, man. It went down.
Leg to keep your ladies away, guys.
Yeah, I got to, man.
Hey, so real quick, so you know, we just had Spud Boom, you know what I'm saying, giving us a blessing, you know what I'm saying, artists he want to work with, definitely your name came up.
Yeah.
With that said, you know, what would you feel about collabing with Spud Boom or Fort Worth artists, or just any artists in Dallas or just in general you want to work with?
I mean, Spuddy Boom, him and Yayo, you know, I'm gonna be real with you, man. They rocking right now, and for me, man, I want to work with anybody that's got the grind, got that drive, and got that hustle. And then on top of that, some people just got that star factor. So like when you look at their videos, you just know like, yo, that person hot. Then when you see them perform and they still got that stage presence, anybody that's really hot and buzzing, I'm trying to link with them. For me, Dallas-wise, I think I done work with everybody as far as the youngsters go. Like Uno Loso, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying? Same neck of the woods. Yeah, of course, Yellow Bees and me and Trap Boy. I've been knowing Trap Boy since he was youngster. And that's somebody that's real thorough in these streets that I rock with. The Funky Town, man, I'm rocking with all of them, man. It's so much new talent out there in Fort Worth. Like, if I could get Dirty Water to help me set up another branch like Dirty Water Fort Worth right now, that's what I want to do because I feel like it's so slept on out there, man. Yeah. I've been knowing people for years in Funky Town, like Smoke Dean. I've been knowing him since we was young. And he been doing this thing. Like Solo Lucci out there, he from Funky Town. Yeah. You know, and I just want to work with anybody buzzing, man. Now, if they ain't buzzing, I can understand. You can call the manager. You know, we could do a nice little deal for them, man. But I ain't out here taxing nobody in the city, man. I'm out here just trying to make these hits. But I will say, my track record speaks for itself. You know, if you look at the radio playlist from 2015 to 2007, I have had a record on there, at least 4 records on the Billboard chart. So you gonna get your money's worth,
Right.
but you gotta come correct, man.
Yeah, definitely. With that said, you know, we seen you, of course, doing things for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying, out in the community. You know, holding it down with the radio station, things like that. What do you feel like? You know what I'm saying? Just your thoughts on Dallas, what we're doing right, and maybe what we could do better.
I just think that when you reach a certain age, you should understand that you didn't make it this far by yourself. You know, I was fortunate enough to grow up with my daddy, but 99% of my partners don't have no daddy. And I watch how my daddy just was a mentor in their life. And I feel like, you know what, when I got older, I always said I would help people, you know, help other people. So now I try to go mentor these kids. I be at the Boys and Girls Club in Fort Worth. I'm out here doing turkey drives, Thanksgiving, back to school haircuts. Christmas time, I didn't really have enough time to do like a toy drive or do something. But pretty much any time throughout the year, if it's something that I can give back, I'm gonna lend my time because I feel like I owe that to Dallas. I owe that to Fort Worth because these people come to my shows, they mama and them buy my songs, and I just feel like it's my duty as a black man to just give back. You know, like I said, man, it's just if you an artist out here, especially that's made a lot of money, there's no reason why you shouldn't be out here giving back. And that's just my personal belief. Man, rappers can do what they want to, but you can get a lot more respect from the streets, as you say, if you out here hand to hand, if you out here just helping people out. Let me give you an example, like Trey the Truth in Houston, he forever gonna be good. Why? Because he's connected with the people, not just the streets, but the people. You know, and I was out there when he was doing the Trey Day, you know, doing like free testing, giving the shots, giving away backpacks, having the bounce rooms and whatnot. And I seen that, and I said to myself, I want to be able to provide that for Dallas. Those are some of the things that I want to do. I want to have a fat day out here. I want the mayor to come to me and give me the key to the city. But I know the only way I'm going to receive the key to the city, I got to be out here really being in the community, being a positive role model. That's the reason why I watch a lot of stuff that I do now. Like if you go to my Instagram, you don't see me smoking weed on there. You don't see me posting no guns and that because I don't want that to be an example or something that's going to hinder me when I shoot for this road to success. I don't want nothing to stop me. And that's what I try to preach to other artists. I say, there's nothing wrong with you, you know, smoking and whatnot, but it's a time and a place for that. The world don't need to know what it is you do, you know, behind the scenes. That way nobody can give you like a prejudgment. You dig what I'm saying? Going through court, all that court shit that I done been through, and they show your Instagram pictures, show your gang affiliations and this and that, and you don't realize you done it until they shown in the courtroom on a projector. And it's a wake-up call like, yo, I need to tell other people, man, chill out on that, don't do that. You dig what I mean? But, yeah. I probably start talking left field right there, but, you know, I get to acting like Ricky Rush around here, man.
No, man, for real.
Yeah, man.
Reckless out here.
I preach, man. Yeah, real talk, man. But, yeah, I'm going to preach. Anytime y'all see me and y'all ask me a question, it's not going to be no short answer. I'm going to get to preaching. Because I feel like I said I owe it to the city. I owe that to somebody. If a young artist got questions, if they don't got questions, I'm going to give it to them. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all know Trill Lee and them. I was preaching to Trill Lee and them when they first was about to pop out. You know, I see Mo3 and his manager Rainwater. I be preaching to them too. At the end of the day, I feel like Dallas don't have enough knowledgeable rappers, like that's done been through some shit and can give somebody an honest answer. You know, we got a lot of rappers out here, but not a lot of people are knowledgeable or willing to give that knowledge to somebody else. So that's what I want to do differently.
So how can the fans and people get at you, man?
I am Fat Pimp on all social media. Instagram, Twitter, website, IamFatPimp.com. I got clothing on there now. Got this dirty water gear. We just starting up. I got t-shirts on there.
Need some of that.
Yeah, I got you, man. I'm trying to, like I said, man, 2016, I'm going in a different direction. It's straight entrepreneur business. Fat Pimp, y'all gonna see a totally different person. But I am Fat Pimp. About to do this House of Blues show with a live band. Me, Lil Ron, and Trey Ward at the MC. Zarion. Zarion's from Inglewood. He signed to Dirty Water too. This is gonna be his first show in Dallas, so we rocking. And like I said, anybody want these features, man, holler at your boy on Twitter. I'll get you with my manager. And video shoots, I'm pulling up. If you got a video shoot going on, I'm pulling up. Any community events y'all got, I'm pulling up. See me. I'm gonna be there.
Real talk. Fat Pimp, you are a real life street star. Real life
Appreciate
street
that, man.
stars.
Hey, man, shout out to Ecstasy, man. That's like one of my favorite strip clubs in Dallas, man. Shout out to Ecstasy. I throw that out to BTs and the funk. That's what it is, man.
Real life.
Yeah.